So the President of the United States was talking about Detroit yesterday, and really all manner of things having to do with the Motor City. He says the city of Detroit should not expect new financial aid from the federal government to deal with the unemployment and budgetary issues. And he said he supports Mayor Bing. Here's the President and his best idea for Detroit to recover.
It's not always going to be more money. Some of it's going to be people all pulling together and saying to themselves, with the resources that we have, can we do better than we're doing right now?
And when it comes to the auto industry, you know, the president was in Ohio. That's an electoral vote-rich state. So instead of coming to the Motor City to talk about the success, he went last week to Toledo, as you probably recall. But he said there would have been a catastrophe if General Motors and Chrysler had been liquidated in bankruptcy.
Sterling Heights plant, Hamtramck, those plants would have closed. And people would have been out of work, and all the suppliers would have been impacted as a consequence. We estimate about 1 million jobs would have been lost.
He doesn't seem to mind saying that domestic automakers have made a comeback because of government assistance.
The big three are all making a profit. They're all increasing market share. They're increasing market share in subcompact and compact cars, which they haven't done in decades.
Did I see, too, that he is looping Ford in that because he made a statement, a case that because the government saved General Motors and Chrysler, Ford was able to benefit, even though they didn't take government money, because the supply chain was left intact. I'm pretty sure that's what the president tried to say. Now, what about it, President Obama? You going to come north of the border from Ohio and visit downtown Detroit sometime?
I love Detroit. I've been in and around Detroit. Sometime over the next year and a half, I'm going to have to be right smack dab in the middle of Detroit.
And you do think, don't you, that Detroit can overcome its problems?
But I remain confident that the same work ethic, the same spirit, the same belief in the American dream, that's still alive and well in Detroit.
Meanwhile, Sarah Palin said that Paul Revere rode through Detroit on his famous ride to warn about the British coming through Canada. Didn't he say that? Can you see Russia from Canada? Andy Hetzel is with us now. He's from Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. You're getting to know him. He's the Vice President of Corporate Communications. Good morning to you.
How you doing today, Michael Patrick?
I'm doing pretty good. I was given yesterday from my friends at Woods Okemos Marathon, if you can believe this. Can I see that, Amanda, that phone book real quickly? I was in getting some gas, and they brought me the Traverse City phone book. And I said, well, that's a nice gift. Thank you very much. He says, no, I don't want you to have a phone book. I want you to realize that your picture is in this phone book about 700 times. And what it is, I'm holding it up now for the Fox 47 cameras, but if you look in the corner there, you can see that there's a little ad for WJML and the WJNL, our stations in Traverse City and Petoskey, 1110 and 1210. And it says, presents Michael Patrick Shields, 6 to 9, and it tells you how to listen online or listen on the radio, and there's a picture of me at the microphone. And he said they're kind of scattered all through the phone book. So I thought that was cool until further inspection. The pages that I'm on are a little bit dubious. And I know it's random because they just made an ad deal where they fill it in space. I'm on pages that have the following headings on the top: toilets, burglar, massage, debt, mold, and septic. So at one glance, if you open up the page that says burglar and you look and see my picture, you might think it's an ad for the burglar. See what I'm saying?
I think your team over there at Citadel Broadcasting needs to increase your ad budget a little bit.
A little bit of surprise, because I don't know, it's kind of uncontrollable what pages it's on. Anyway, it's nice to be heard in Traverse City and Petoskey and all around the state, too, and I know you feel that way, too. Those are places where people undoubtedly are very active this morning on a beautiful day like this, and business in some cases is thriving, small and large.
Well, business is coming back, and I think that when we were up at Mackinac Island, Michael Patrick, we heard a lot of optimism up there from the Detroit business community. We were also joined by people from Grand Rapids, so really it's starting to become a statewide event, which is what the Detroit Regional Chamber, I think, wants it to be and what it should be. But businesses in Michigan, we have been enduring a recession for a long time. Small businesses have been pressed to keep coverage available, medical coverage for their employees. And organizations like Blue Cross Blue Shield, we've done a lot over the past couple years to diversify what we offer to small businesses, take a look at how our plans are structured and priced, And we are really excited that we are now able to offer small businesses across the state a pretty big portfolio of options and choices for their employees. And we've done a lot of work to make this information available directly to business owners online. We've got a great website for them, and I'm speaking to all the small business owners out there. Write this down. It's bcbsm.com/grow. We want to be able to put you in a position as a small business owner to grow your business by putting affordable health coverage in your hands that allows you to cover your employees and still have a healthy bottom line. And there are a number of options on that website for you to explore and then contact your agent and ask about.
It's bcbsm.com/grow. And we know we have lots of small business owners. I mean, from companies that numbered in 3 to, the hundreds. On listening to this program, it's bcbsm.com/grow. There was a healthcare symposium at the conference that you mentioned, the Mackinac Conference at Grand Hotel last week. It was pretty lively after lunch in the afternoon. What did you gain from that conference, if anything?
Well, I gained a lot of positive reinforcement, Michael Patrick, that healthcare is very important to the economy of the state of Michigan. We provide hundreds of thousands of direct and indirect jobs within healthcare and health insurance in the state. The Michigan Hospital Association does very good work every year in analyzing the numbers of jobs across Michigan that are affiliated with healthcare. And they put out a report every year that I think is available on their website, but if people are really interested. But we're happy at Blue Cross to be a part of that by providing about $19 billion a year in insurance benefits back into the economy. So we pay that much to cover people for their medical, their dental, their vision, their workers' compensation coverage. And that money is churned right back into the economy of the state through hospitals, doctors' offices, clinics, dental offices, which all provide jobs for the people of the state. It's a big part of Michigan's economy.
bcbsm.com/grow. Andy Pretzel, I know that you have, Andy Hetzel, I know you have Twitter. You're not an Anthony Weiner follower, are you?
Did you call me Andy Pretzel just now?
Yeah, you know why
Did you take me back to the third grade, Michael Patrick?
I did it. You know why I did that? Because Pat Pritchard always says that to me, and I've got it stuck in my head from time to time.
You just want to make sure that I'm listening to you.
I like pretzels. Who doesn't like pretzels? Son of a gun.
Thanks for keeping me awake in the morning, Michael.
You didn't answer me, though. You're not an Andy Weiner follower on Twitter, are you?
You know, I barely followed that yesterday. It's really a sad story. But no, I'm not a follower on Twitter, no.
Okay, good. Very good. Because you're the guy who got me into Twitter in the first place, and I'm like, oh, boy, what have I got myself into? We keep it clean around these parts. Promise you that.
Yeah, we try our best.
All right. True Blue, Andy Hetzel, not Pretzel, bcbsm.com/grow. You know, I got to tell you, you can have a friend like Pat Pritchard, but don't have two like Pat Pritchard. We're going to talk to Reggie Turner from Clark Hill, continuing with the story of Lansing Catholic Central drug testing every single one of their students and faculty. And your calls are welcome on the topic. You like the idea or not, and should we do it in public schools too? 888-900-9966, 888-900-9966. It's Michael Patrick Shields with Michigan's Morning Show.